Right, I just said this was the last operation before like giving them a bit of a beating and sandblasting. I was wrong. I'd forgotten the nipple. Each one of these has got a nipple. 4 of them on the left, 4 of them have got on the right. So that is the next step. Should have thought about that. Totally forgot about it. So I've been mulling over what to do about this pin. When I initially thought about it on the practice one, although I never did it, I had contemplated what I was doing or what I was going to do, and there were several options. Drill a smaller thread and have a machined boss and step that did up, a bit like a cap head bolt effectively, but without the effectively hexagon inside it. It would just be done up with a pair of pliers or something. But the only reservation with that is then it's a little small thread, and of course this thing stops and supports the windscreen. Although it's only a small windscreen. The other option was get a shouldered M6 bolt and chop the head off and do it up to shoulder and leave the shoulder sticking out, because this is, well, it's actually 6.3 mil in one direction and 5.9 in the other, so it's a little bit oval, but I think that's just the way it's cast. But what I've settled on is stainless steel bolts and machine the head down to just over 6 mil. Tap and thread this M6 and just do them up. Stainless steel, don't know if I just said that or not, stainless steel, so it shouldn't be anything going, it shouldn't rust. I could put normal steel in there, I suppose. It's going to get painted, it's not really going to rust, but I'd rather something a bit better. I'd also looked at putting a hole in, heating it up and putting an interference fit rod in. I've got some copper, but it's just too soft, and I haven't got any brass 6 mil diameter. That could have been one option, but I'm favouring this. I think it's going to be a lot stronger. So I'm going to drill and tap these, then I'm going to put these in the lathe. I'll put my collet chuck in, and I will machine the head down to just over 6 mil. So hopefully it will give a bit of a shoulder to do up to. So that's the next operation. Right, so just checked. They're about 12 mil, just under 12 mil on bolt thread. So if I go down 14 mil, that should give me enough depth to put a plug tap in. So while all of a sudden am I drilling the extra hole, I realised that by the time you'd tapped this, it was getting awfully close to this part in here. I could have shortened up all the stainless steel bolts, they only went in a little bit, but I decided I would put a piece of rod in them. So got the test run out, drilled a 6mm hole. 6mm hole, bit sloppy. I could solder them in, and I'll come back to that in a second. But this is an imperial drill, can't remember what size, but it's equivalent to about 5.8, just over. So using that, I can get a nice tight interference fit. Basically just warm the part up, bang the pin in, and then I'll just cut them off like so. So that's what I decided to do. However, in doing this, I also realised I'd made a mistake. Yes, I know, it's a shock, isn't it? And here's my mistake. It's still warm, so hence the pliers. Well, let's just show you a bit better first of all. See the deliberate mistake? Yes, even though I knew I had to do 4 left and 4 right, and I think I've even said that on camera, I forgot and drilled them all the same side. So what I've done is heated them up, tinned them, and then I've banged this in, cut it off and soldered over it. So what I'm going to have to do is put these in the mill. I'll use this setup and I'll do them in a minute actually, and just lightly skim over the top just to even it up again. Hopefully that'll be okay. Then I can alter the jig here to drill them the other side, and I'll do that before I do all the rest. This was the first one. Soldering it though, I'm not sure if there's a need, because this bar is in there pretty solid when you actually watch bang it in there, so I don't think it's going to come out. If anything ever happened to them, then obviously we could solder them back in, but that's the long and short of it really. Is just the fact that I was worried about putting a tap in here and breaking through, because you can see it's a little bit close to that edge. So in short, I decided I would change tack again and put the pin in, because I think at least it looks better. So I'll bring you back in a second. What I'm going to do first of all is mill these off before I do anything else. Oh, get it just in the right light, you just see it. Right, pleased with that fuck up repair. Right, okay, well I'm going to do that to the others, no point in showing you the rest. Got no idea how well this is going to come out on camera. I think you can see this easy enough, but one that's been heated, one that hasn't been heated, changing colour, quite remarkable. Very, very golden they've become, but you can see where I've milled it. I don't know whether you can see that on camera, possibly, but you can see the area that I just milled off a second ago. Just slightly more coppier, got a slightly more copper colour to it. But yeah, I just thought I'd put that in the video, just interesting.